Good morning and welcome to Magnetic Monday. It's that time of the week where we do a weekly channeled intuitive guidance reading for this collective group. So my intention this week, as always, is to look at read the energy of the collective group for those either on live or replay, and tune into the cards and channel through what any wisdom messages come through for this week to help you have your best week possible. So this week, as I'm preparing the cards and thinking, if you're jumping on live, please say hello, and if you're watching this on replay, which is just as effective and just as powerful, drop in any comments or questions you may have, and I will circle back to them later on. So this week I'm reading the Gaia Oracle cards. So let's just see what's coming up for today. So it feels like it's a different energy this week. So it's saying the jewel within a teardrop. So the message here is appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection. So I'm not sure about you, but I've certainly over the last few days been really going deep in connecting and getting balanced, and it's a reminder to appreciate the simple things. And I talk a lot about going back to the basics, because when we go back to the basics, that's when we really start to experience the magic. We get the clarity, we become really grounded, and we become very present. And that's when we notice what's going on in our life, around us, in our business, in our career. And it's a reminder here that the jewel within us needs silence, needs quiet, needs reflection to really activate, to step into its own, to really remind you of your power, of your message, of your vision, of the reason why you're here. And it's just reminding you to be appreciate everything around you, not just, if we're focused on our goals and our business of getting more clients, getting more money. It's about going within and going, what is really important? And yes, money and clients are hugely important, because not only is it providing us a livelihood, but it's helping us heal the planet, to support the planet, and to help people on a broader spectrum. But it's just really very much about reminding us of our basic principles. And if we continue to practice our basic principles, that's when the magic unfolds. So the next one that came out when I was shuffling there was the hidden path. So just feel into that and see what it brings up for you. The message is the marriage of spirit and matter. And I'm sensing from this card, it's a reminder that when we're in the 3D, our physical body, we deal with matter, whereas when we ascend and work in the 5th dimension and above, we're dealing with energy and vibration. So when we're in 5th dimensional and above, it's much easier. There is no time. Everything's much more fluid. And with the creation of a thought, we can manifest what it is that we want in our life. And so that I feel is our hidden path. And it's when we connect our 3D physical body and allow us to explore the 5th dimensional realm, to as we go on our ascension to really connect that spiritual part of us, then that's allowing us to grow in a more aligned way to serve what our purpose is, but also to grow and move and experience all things that are possible for us. And then it gives us new opportunities, new choices to make. And it feels to me, you know, that the eye, that feels like it's our third eye just starting to really open and expand. And then you've got the beautiful sun over here that's encouraging the growth, the openness, and the strong grounding and connection with Mother Gaia and the cosmos. So it feels to me like it's encouraging us to grow our network both physically and spiritually within ourselves and out with ourselves. So much as we are here in the physical to experience the physical experience, which is super important, and there's a lot of things that we need to be in our physical realm to experience, but it feels like there's a message coming through here about being more connected with your spirit, your soul, your intuitive side, and trusting what guidance is coming through for you on that as well. So the next card that wants to come through is perception. Perception, and the message there is beyond the veil of illusion. And when I feel into that, I'm feeling it's about letting go of the labels that we're attached to, whether it's our title, our role, our beliefs, and just letting go of all of that, because it's all an illusion. It's not who we are. It's kind of that mask that we put on, whether it's in our business, our career, in our life, in front of our friends, our family. And it feels to me it's about starting to, the last card was the hidden path of connecting that physical and the spiritual aspects within us, and perceptions about opening up the veil, looking beyond that. What are you beyond the titles and the labels that you have on yourself? And it might be you're not good enough, you're not clever enough, you're not special enough, you're not spiritual enough. Whatever it may be, this card is encouraging you to open your throat chakra. It's about connecting with your third eye, and just, I'm here, and feel the fear, but do it anyway, because know that you're supported, that the more that you trust, the more you're supported, the more that you ask your spirit team for support, for guidance, for the messages. And when you look beyond the veil of perception of who you're perceiving yourself to be in the world, when you let go of that and step out into who you really are, that's what's magnetic. That's the magneticism within you that will attract what it is that you're looking for this week, whether it's more money, whether it's more relationships, whether it's more clients, whether it's more joy, fun, happiness. Let your guard down, let that veil go, and step into trusting who you really are and letting go of the mask that you've been carrying for a long time. Because what I'm hearing is it's not, the masks are no longer serving us. We're being called now to really step up, step into our own, to start to do our purpose work, to let go of our titles, to let go of who we're pretending to be, because we think that's what people want to see from us. So it's very clear coming through that now this week is very much the time of letting go, of trusting, of surrendering to what really lights you up, I guess, is what I'm hearing. So the next card is harmony for this week. And the message here is power, self-confidence and productivity. And that's very apt. I love this, and because we're coming up to the end of the year, we've all got deadlines to meet, whatever it may be, and so there's a lot of pressure on us to get everything tidied up for the end of this year. And the previous card with perception and letting go of the veils, it's kind of like this card is telling me that as you let go of the masks and the veil that you've been hiding behind, the more you'll come into harmony, the more you'll get more clarity, the more as you connect with your physical and spiritual elements of who you are, the more you're going to get that self-confidence, you're going to step into your power, you're going to start to feel really clear about what it is that you want, what you've come here to do, what makes you happy, what has been your goal, but maybe it's not quite come to fruition. Maybe there's still parts of you that need to get on board with that. And this card is just confirmation that if you follow these steps, then the messages, the clarity will become known to you. And then you'll become much more productive, because as you let go of the old, the heavy, the stagnant energy that is around you because of the perception of, opening up that veil, letting go of those masks, and really owning your true essence, and not being afraid to really align with the spiritual aspects of yourself, because as you do that, your intuition grows, it becomes more active, it becomes clearer, you'll start to hear, see, think, feel, know much more powerfully than you have before, and hence that clears out a whole lot of stagnant energy. But it also allows you to, as you think clearer, you can be more productive, because you can do things quicker and more effectively, because there's no longer any procrastination going on that's holding you back. And when you really step into your alignment, onto your path, the energy around you just changes. It's so exciting. You feel so invigorated. You feel so lively, and you can't not want to do it and to move on. So the final card for this week's reading of the 21st to the 27th of November is purification. And the message here is about bare essentials, the naked truth and wholeness. And that's very much like, I guess it's sort of completing the week and validating it. And when we go back to basics, that's really where we hold on to our power, we see our power, and we get grounded and connected. And that's when the real growth happens in this space where we're completely we're aligned to who we are, but we're accepting of who we are. And that's what I'm hearing here, is just go back to the basics. Don't look at overcomplicating things this week. It's about just going within, listening to the messages, listening to the truths of really who you are, that perhaps it feels like you've been avoiding looking at that because there's part of you that's saying, if I look at really this part of me, it's going to, set me back. It's going to be hard work. It's going to be, really challenging. And will it really support me? And what I'm hearing here is it's just about letting go of, surrendering, burning all what no longer works for you, which are things that you're possibly holding on to because it feels safe to hold on to them. And this card is just saying, cleanse yourself, get rid of everything that isn't serving you. and then the opportunities that open up to you will show themselves. And if you ask for help, ask for guidance, listen to the messages, it's going to come through. And the reminder here is that it's the more that you go back to the basics, just use the essentials. We really don't need much in life, and I'm hearing almost, you know, a minimalistic approach to life moving forward. So for this week, it's about, it feels like, start to declutter, starting to create space in your head, in your life, in your office, in your house, in your garden. Just start to tidy things up and be gentle on yourself. Listen to what's right for you, what feels good to do at this moment in time. Don't push, don't force, just let it flow. And the more that you let it flow and let it release, the more positive your week will be, the more in flow you'll be, and the more exciting it will be getting you ready to go into next week. So that's what's come through this week for the week of the 21st to the 27th. If you're interested in this, please share it around your friends if you think that they might be interested in these readings. I've also started a YouTube channel, so if you would like to jump over to there and like and subscribe to help me grow my channel, I'd be super grateful for that. I will pop the link in this post later on so that you can go check it out. There's a couple of meditations in there as well, and there's also an introduction to the entering the Akashic Records, which is the 5th dimensional and above realms that we work in, and it kind of ties in with that card that we had earlier on, the Hidden Path, where there's a reminder there of the marriage of our physical and our spiritual. So that meditation might be something that will help you through this week as well. And that's available on my YouTube channel. So have a super wonderful week, and I look forward to hearing any comments that you may have. And take care, and I will talk to you soon.